All right, what's going on, everybody? Gaby Card Stacks here. I decided to put best offer on all of my listings on eBay, plus run a 15% off sale on my eBay store. So I'm gonna show you everything that has been moving, what it sold for, and how much I expect to make. First, we'll start with the last card that just sold, Richie Grant, red, no huddle to 50. This one sold, I think, for $3. I just kind of wanted it gone. Not sure why I bought it. You know, defensive player, you know, I know it's low numbered, color match to 50, but, you know, on a non-rookie, probably on a guy that I don't know, probably not a great buy. So next time I'll just kind of move on. I do have another blue huddle, though, blue no huddle, number to 79 of his that I'd love to get rid of. Justin Jefferson, optic rated rookie. I picked up 5 of these on ComC for about $7 a piece. With the promotion and everything, I should net about $12. So gonna be making about $5 a piece on these, so not bad there. Sauce Gardner, Pandora. These are numbered to 400 on the back here. I got this at auction for maybe $8 shipped. I was watching a ton of Pandoras, and for whatever reason, this one went the lowest. There's like Rashad White and Sky Moore. Sauce surprisingly went low. So sold this one for about $25 shipped after the 15% off. So should be a solid, you know, $10 gain there at least. Domani Jackson, gold, numbered to 50. This is a guy who I believe was in my Bowman video, who the video releases today. It's Friday, July 7th at the time of this recording. So recording this early in the morning before it drops. So this one I was glad that kind of sold. I picked these golds up for probably $4 to $7 to $8 on eBay, on ComC, all over the place. And I just have like 4 or 5 listed them for 25 or best offer. There's some that are like 15 or 16. So I don't know why this one sold in particularly, but someone bought it and happy about that. So it's the guy that I'm buying into, and if they're gonna sell at $25 when I'm into it at 4 to 7, that's kind of my exit price, you know, for like 2025. So if they're gonna sell now at that price, I will gladly take it. DJ Uiagalelei, Bowman Auto, another guy that's in that video. This one I was a little hesitant on, so I had it listed for $20 with a discount down to 17. Someone threw a best offer of 14, and I was going back and forth. I let it sit overnight just now and decided to accept it, and it's been paid. I just, you know, he's a guy that I believe in, but at the same time, there were 2 questions in my head. Am I making money? Yes. And am I trying to move inventory? Yes. So that's why I accepted it. I think another part was I just picked up 2 SGC golds of his. I think one's a gold shimmer and one's a gold. I think the true gold is the 10 and the shimmer is the 9.5. So I have those coming in. So to net, you know, to get 10 bucks back, I checked ComC. I bought this card for $3. So a nice margin there. So to get $10 back, and, you know, I moved into some slabs of his, I guess I'll let it go, but a guy that I'm still going to continue to buy into if I see him go low. Alec Pierce, optic, Contenders Auto. Picked this up for $10, had it listed for $20 with like 7 watchers. The next cheapest available was about $30. So when that happens, I'd just rather ship it in a standard envelope for 60 cents. It's easier to ship. It's just better for the buyer. They're not paying as much. It moves faster for me. I think it's just a win-win for everyone. This one did sell as part of the 15% off, so $17 there. I think I've made my money on that lot. I've been making some money on Alec Pierce, some quick flips on ComC lately, so happy about that. Vlad Guerrero Prism Gold Cup. I bought this for $1 a while ago, and I posted on Twitter a week ago at this point now. 88 cards or so for $70 shipped. I'm just trying to get rid of all those cards that are listed for $3 to $4 on eBay. I kind of want to stay above the $5 range for all my eBay sales, just at this volume. I think I'm just starting to get to a point where, you know, 3 to 4, the 5 plus makes me feel a little bit better just about my time and everything, which is how much volume. I've never had this much volume of cards ever, so that's why I posted that lot. Since then, I've probably sold like 7 or 8 cards for about 25 to 30 bucks. So, you know, people are sleeping on my lots that I post every now and then when I'm just done with kind of that low end that's been sitting. Try to give people some deals, but nonetheless, glad this sold. I had like 4 watchers at $4, sent out an offer for $3, and it was accepted. Another card from that $70 lot that I posted, Jeremy Shockey, listed for $3. This one sold for 15% off, so $255. Not amazing margins, but again, it all adds up. It was just stuff, you know, if I could get it all out in one fell swoop, and someone else wants to, you know, stack sale at $2 a piece, you know, you're easily doubling up your money, and I think you're definitely making more than $2 a piece on a lot of those cards, you know, selling them on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. This was a nice find at the show. Got this in a 2 for $5 bin. Deontay Johnson. This is like the electric parallel, number to 65, color match for the Steelers. This one I think sold for $17. I also have a Jazz parallel, which I think is a case hit. So a nice score on Deontay. I love Deontay. I know he had a down year. Pickens was super high, but I do like Deontay Johnson a lot. Another one of these Jefferson Optics. Again, I'm making $5 a piece. So not only am I making $25 profit on the 5 of them, but I'm also getting my $7 back for each of them. So, you know, all into the cards for $35. I expect all of them sell at this rate, you know, with a $5 profit. So not only am I making 25, but I'm getting 35 back. So now we're turning 35 into 70. Is that right? 35 into 60. We're turning 35 into 60 there. And then, you know, gonna buy, you know, if you wanted more Justin Jefferson, go buy 2 hollows, turn that 60 into 90, 100, you know, whatever the case may be. So that's just kind of my plan with Justin Jefferson. And again, always trying to get your funds back and profit and reinvest. Jonathan Taylor Select, purple to 75. Would I buy this card again? I don't know. I mean, I say that now, but if I see this in a dollar bin, you know, top loaded as well, I'll probably end up buying it again. Just anything under numbered to 99 or less. I like those chances. Jonathan Taylor, down year last year, college, uni. So a little iffy there, but this one sold for $4.69. If you're gonna send an offer with 69 cents, I'm probably gonna accept it. So, you know, something to think about there. Jerry Jeudy, orange prism color match to 249. Thought this would do a lot better. This one sold for $3. This was also part of the lot. So was the Jonathan Taylor there. This one sold for $3. I was expecting, you know, 5 to 6 maybe. I don't know. Just I feel like Jerry Jeudy's top half player. I know the Broncos were down. He was down. Russell Wilson was down. But shocked that went so low. But nonetheless, trying to get out of this $3 inventory here on eBay just so I can kind of step it up to that $5 range. Daniel Susac, I know I don't do baseball, but I will prospect with University of Arizona guys. He was a first-round pick in last year's draft. And yeah, just wanted to prospect. I think I usually only prospect when the product releases, which you could argue is when prices are a little bit higher. You know, once they kind of mellow out or kind of, you know, where they stand, then that's when I kind of sell out of it. I picked this up for like $8 or $9, and this one sold for I think 25-ish. No, this one I dropped the price. I had it to 25, then I was like, all right, there's like 8 watchers on here. I'm gonna drop it to $19.99 plus $1 shipping. And then I think I sent out a 15% offer. So probably, you know, netting a couple bucks there, but you know, moving on for baseball. Another University of Arizona guy, sort of. He went to U of A, and then Jay Johnson left for LSU, and he brought him with him. I picked this up for about $1. This sold for $5. Number 6 pick in the draft this last year. I mean, I'm going to continue to try to, he is someone that I believe in. And so I've been trying to pick up a low number, not low numbered, but I guess a refractor, speckle, or atomic auto. Been missing out on auctions, even a sapphire, like a orange or a purple. Been wanting one of those, but just missing out on auctions and don't want to invest that much. But if I can get a nice color, or not color, if I can get a nice numbered, I don't like the purple or blue or any of those, but the atomic, the speckle, a refractor, those are super clean to me, and that's what I've been trying to pick up. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Optic Contenders, red to 175, I believe. I thought I overpaid on this on ComC when I, you know, was going through everything that I picked up. This was one of the last cards that I bought before I requested that shipment. At $11, I remember seeing comps at like 25-ish, and again, I'm going to try to avoid that. I'll try to send it plain white envelope with $1 shipping just to kind of soak up some of those fees. I got an offer, I think, for like 15, and at that point, I was probably going to make like $1 and just wasn't worth it. They sent another offer for 16, 17. At 17, I was kind of annoyed, so I just declined it. He got all the way to 19. You know, could I have countered at 1901? The menace in me wanted to, but I'm just such a nice guy. I took the $19 offer there and just moving on. I had like 4 watches within the first day, so I was in no rush, and I thought I was a little high into the card where, you know, I'd like to try to get as much back as I can. Brock Bowers, a guy, if you see him in value bins, I think there's definitely some opportunity here. People say he's a generational tight end. He's had a great career at Georgia. He wasn't in this last year's, or this new Bowman set. He was in last year's set. This is kind of weird. I had it listed for 11. Someone sent an offer for 9. There were several other copies. He probably could have got 2 copies for the price of this one. Nonetheless, glad mine sold. His stuff is super expensive though, so if you're trying to get in, you know, it's a little bit tough, but you know, there could be a ton of upside. But at tight end, unlicensed, I'm a little hesitant. But if I can find his pinks refractors for just a couple bucks and they sell for closer to 10, I'll take that. Micah Parsons Prism base here, nothing crazy. I think I picked this up for about $1 or so. This sold for $4. People will tell you can't sell defensive players. Micah Parsons, probably one of the top 10 players I've made the most money on since, you know, he's had cards. So Micah, extremely easy to move. I think he's top 10 in jersey sales. I will continue to buy him for a very long time, as long as he keeps up his pace. Zach Wilson, this is the green velocity. I picked this up. I picked 2 of them up on ComC, one for $10 back before the Rodgers rumors were even around, I feel. And I was just going to buy low. I was like, hey, you know, if he does well, you know, can bounce back. That's a $20 card on ComC. Then the Rodgers news hit, and these, I think I scored one for like $3 on ComC. If I like it at 10, I'm going to love it at 3. So decided to buy another one. That's kind of my toxic trait, you know, before I'd rather buy another copy of a card than see it go low for like another price or someone else, you know, buy it at that price. So I had 2 for $13. I sold 1 for 10 in the last video, and then I sold this one for 12. So I'm making a profit on Zach Wilson in July of 2023. So can't complain there. I don't know if I'll go back in on Zach Wilson. Maybe his price have to be super low for me. Maybe some speculation, just Rodgers is getting old. If he gets hurt, I think Wilson's next. They got rid of Mike White, so I don't know what their situation is like, but it'd have to be very low again for me to get back into Zach Wilson. But I do have that habit as well. If I make money on one guy, you know, I'll try to go back in and see if there's anything else that I can scoop up. Noah Fant. This was also part of that $70 lot I posted. Sick. I love the purple eye. Sick image as well. The dark visor, I think, goes well here. This one, I think, sold for $4. Again, I've probably sold 7 or 8 of those cards for close to $30 now. So people are sleeping on my Twitter post there. Brennan Armstrong. This was one Bowman U card that I wasn't really expecting to sell. I also don't have him like priced as high as some of my other cards, I guess you could say. Like my Cam Rising, Cam Ward, Ty Simpson, all those guys are above comps just because that's where I believe the price will ultimately be. Brennan, I just don't really care. I bought into him super low, $2, $3, $4, $5 for these refractor autos. I've got a gold and an orange that I think I have at 30, which is probably too high, that I bought pretty low into, I imagine. He regressed every year at UVA. I don't know what the issue was. Of course, not a lot of supporting cast there. Now at NC State, much better defense, much better program. They're a top 25 team for the most part, I would say. So something to consider if you see him super cheap in, you know, a $1 bin for his autos or color. And then last one, I think this was in my last video, so I'm not going to count it towards the sales again, but Cortland Sutton, this guy took like 4 days to pay. And that's kind of the price you pay when you run or best offer or throw offers out. That's always been my hesitation. Just non-payers just frustrates me beyond belief. You're waiting 4 days for really nothing, especially when you send an offer out and you see they have negative feedback and you just know that sale is dead in the water. So very frustrating at times, but nonetheless, glad I got payment. I think I bought this for $5 and it sold for $13.50. And then last card here, Brian Robinson, Phoenix, pink to 199 or 199. Again, not my best buy. Phoenix, I'm gonna try to stay away from. I stick to Prism Optic, maybe Select if it's a good parallel. But yeah, this one sold for $3. Again, this was part of that $70 lot. I'm trying to claw back out from that and trying to piece it all out, I guess, with this 15% off sale. So not bad. Again, would I buy this card again? I'm into it for $1, so it wasn't awful, but I probably wouldn't buy it again. So that's everything that sold. A ton of stuff. I'll have the totals all up on the screen for how much everything sold for, and what shipping will be, what the fees will look like, what I'm into the cards for. So I'm curious to see how much profit comes out of this. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I respond to all comments. Feel free to always ask questions. I want you to succeed in this hobby. And of course, we'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you.